Hey everyone, just wanted to make a quick video highlighting my favorite headphone and consumer audio deals for Amazon Prime Day, which starts right now. So this is a little bit past midnight. I'm recording this video, getting these deals together, and just want to show you what are the best handpicked deals for headphones that we've reviewed on the website or on the channel. And I want to highlight some of these because at first I didn't think that these Prime deals were really all that when I was looking at the days leading up to Prime Day, but now that it's here, I can tell you there are some really smoking deals that are definitely worth jumping on, and hopefully you can get on this before some of them run out or run out of stock. So let me start by saying that we have just added a deals page to the website, and this will be a new menu item at the top here that you can access. It will also be the first link in the video description, so you can access these very easily, where you can not only check the prices, but you can also look at our review and see the scoring that we did for all of these headphones. But I want to say one thing is that these prices are actually higher than what the actual sale is right now. Depending on the time of the day that you're looking at this page, the prices are supposed to update, but I need to show you the real price right now. So let's start by looking at the Sony family, and we start with the XM6, which is going to be about $20 off right here. So it's a small discount, but hey, if you're in the market for the XM6, this is probably the cheapest price until Black Friday. So if you can save a little over 20 bucks, might as well jump on it. Now, the next thing is going to be the XM5 at just under $300. So, I've seen this as recent as yesterday at $398, which I'm just not a fan of the XM5 at that price, especially when you have the XM6 today for, another $50. Just go up to XM6, skip the XM5 in 2025. That said, for $300, you are getting world-class noise canceling that is on par with the XM6 still, and it's still very good, but it has other issues. So for me, I'm not that excited about the XM5. What I'm more excited about is the XM4 at $193 brand new. So the XM4 is my choice over the XM5, maybe even over the XM6 for the price today, because this is just a great price for the XM4. So we got that. Now let's move on to the Momentum 4, which is a perennial favorite for value on any given day, even just on any day. And right now the Momentum 4, so it says $279, but what I actually linked to you in the deals page. So the thing about the deals is you have to actually look at different colorways. So the black normal colorway, the one that I own, is $279. Not bad, right? But you go to the black and copper colorway, which I actually prefer. I think it looks cooler than the version I own, which is just the normal one. $249.95 smoking deal. Jump on this. $250 for a brand new Momentum 4 all day, and it is the cheapest colorway, and I think it is the best looking one actually out of all of these. Now I will say, black is probably a more understated than the copper accents, but I just think this adds a little nice touch to the Momentum 4. Okay, cool. So we have the Momentum 4. To just stay in the Sennheiser family, we also have a deal in the Accentum, which is a headphone that I haven't reviewed on the YouTube channel, but it's a headphone that I have reviewed on the website, and I've reviewed it fairly favorably. And the cool thing about this, so look, we see $179, right? Check this out. Okay, it's the copper version as well for the Accentum for $99.95. Like, this is an insane price for the Accentum, which is really a headphone that I do think is worth its $160 or so. And I have an EQ setting for the Accentum that I have on the website. I think it's a great baby Momentum 4. It doesn't really have great noise canceling. It's worse than the Momentum 4, which is worse than Bose and Sony. But hey, for $100, you're getting a baby Momentum 4, and it looks pretty good too. Okay, cool. So AirPods Max. All right, this one, it's so funny. The AirPods Max, it gets either the, these fanboys or it gets absolute Apple haters. It's nothing in between. It's crazy. But that said, the real truth is the AirPods Max at $430 is a winner. It is very, very competitive at this price. $549, that's where we think it's a little overpriced. It's worth it for some people. Maybe, a lot of people love this headphone. Look at the ratings. But the truth is, $430 is way more competitive with something like the XM6, the Bose QC Ultra, which unfortunately the Ultra is not on sale for Prime Day as far as I have seen. but the AirPods Max 430 for the USB-C version, the newest version that has the lossless through wired, jump on it. Like 430, this is a great price for a brand new AirPods Max. Okay, so we also have the AirPods Pro 2, earbud that I haven't personally reviewed on the channel, but I've reviewed very favorably on the website. You can check out what I think about the AirPods Pro 2, but at $150, you gotta jump on this. Like, this is an amazing deal for an awesome earbud, and especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem, even better. So 150, 149, you're not gonna do better than this. I mean, you can actually literally see that the renewed version is more expensive than just brand new right now. So that's a great deal. Okay, back to the Sony family. We got a couple more budget standouts, which I have spoken favorably about both of these headphones, but now on Prime Day, they're even more of a deal. So the first is the Sony Ultwear 128. It's usually around just under $200 to $178 last I checked. 128. This is an amazing value. Honestly, I actually think this might be a better value than the XM4. I like the Ultwear a little more than the XM4, not because of its build quality, which is bad, but because I think it sounds better and has better noise canceling, if not on par, and it's way cheaper. So like, you know, there's that. That said, it's either between the XM4 or the Ultwear for me right now. But the other headphone is the 720N, which I'm a big fan of as well. And it's usually a headphone you can find for, actually the last I checked was $128, but it can be found for under $100, like $99, but $78 is just an absolute deal for this headphone. I would definitely buy this. Even if I had other headphones, I would buy this just for fun. This is a lightweight, very fun to listen to headphone that you can just wear around the house and just throw around. And it's honestly for $78, like you will not find a better sounding pair of headphones, brand new at that. And they have noise canceling, but it's definitely not on the XM4, XM5, or the Ultwear, or the XM6's level. Okay, what else we got? Bowers & Wilkins. So unfortunately, no PX7 S3 sales last I checked, but the S2E, which you should not sleep on. If people like the S3, the S2E is literally like 80, 90%, honestly 90% of the headphone for half the price now, you know, $219, especially on Prime Day. Now check it out. The best deal is going to be, I believe, this anthracite black colorway. You look at some of these other ones, it could be up to $399, could be $239, which is still pretty good, but $219, that's the lowest I'm finding. And yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic headphone. The noise canceling is not as good as the S3, and the tonality might even be better than the S3 out of the box. Okay, don't sleep on this headphone. It's very high quality. So there we go. I think, okay, so we have the quietcomfort. Okay, cool. Look, quietcomfort says $359, which I would not pay $359 for the normal quietcomfort, but lucky for us today, we don't have to pay that. You jump in here, and then again, it's all about the colorway. So there's 5 colorways here that are $199 as opposed to $230, $359. Do not buy this one on this day. But you go to one of these and you can get these for under $200. This is the right price for these headphones. I would pay up to $250 for these headphones because the quietcomfort is really like 85, maybe 90% of what the QC Ultra is, to be honest. So you're getting a really good deal at under $200, and they're super comfy. Noise canceling is on par with the QC Ultra. It's just the sound quality is a little bit of a downgrade for me, but for other people, these have a lot of bass. So these might actually be even more enjoyable than the QC Ultra, depending on your sound profile preference. But okay, so another one, the Beats Studio Pro. Okay, cool. So Beats Studio Pro, $300, not excited. But if we go in here, you'll see why I think this is worth talking about. I mean, $170, brand new. So the Studio Pro is a headphone that I didn't really review super favorably, but on paper, it's like 80, 90% of the AirPods Max because it is an Apple product. So you're going to get the cool, you know, personalized spatial audio. You're going to get that Apple ecosystem connectivity, which is very cool and very useful and just convenient. But for $170, I mean, this is why I'm bringing this up. It's a pretty decent headphone for $170. It's feature rich. The only issue is like it has a lot of clamping force, so it's not the most comfortable, But, overall, the sound is okay. It's decent, it's okay. But you get this for having these features, being stylish, being an Apple product, and it's like 170, which is, pretty competitive. Now, another one is the Sonos Ace. So the Ace, I updated it. People talked about the firmware update, making them a lot better. It's only a slight retune of the sound profile. They added some treble to make it a little more detailed. So I would say they're decent. Where the Sonos Ace is strong is its comfort, and noise canceling is world class. It's perfect comfort. Noise canceling is up there with the best. But the sound for me, it's fine. It's okay, but it's nothing special. That's the only problem. But hey, $299, compared to the $449 retail price, if you are interested in the Sonos Ace, and it's a great product, honestly, as far as like the design, the build quality, again, the noise canceling, the comfort's great. So $299 is fair. And then we have the JBL Tune 770 NC. This is the last deal that I have right now. So the NC for less than $100. See, my issue with the Tune 770 NC is that it has really solid sound quality after EQing it. And I have an EQ on the website, I believe. And it has actually solid noise canceling too, better than the 720N at the same price. Probably around the same as the Ultwear, to be honest. Better than the Accentum though. But the issue is that it has very small ear cups and it has a lot of clamping force. So these are pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. So that's my only caveat. These have the smallest ear cups in terms of like diameter. So my ears barely fit inside of these. And these would be on-ear headphones basically for people with larger ears, and then clamping force. So they're not comfortable, but for $100, I cannot complain. Like, these sound good. They have great noise canceling that is unmatched for this price, period. They're just uncomfortable. That's it. So anyways, those are the deals for now. Again, check this page because I'm going to be updating this as deals are coming in. And if you have any deals that I miss, leave in the comments below, share it with us. Maybe it's something that we can add to the deals page, add to the website. But I hope that this was able to just at least show you how to save a little bit more if you look at the colorways, because that's one thing that, can save you additional money as well. And I try to link the cheapest colorways on this page, so to try and just get the lowest price. But again, you have to actually check the page to see what the real price is, because sometimes on this, it's not going to be super up to date. Like this example, the PX8. Oh, I forgot to look at this. So one more headphone. Again, too bad the PX7S3 doesn't get, $20-30 off. That's a great buy. But the PX8, again, the colorway. So I guess the green one's actually the cheapest one. I believe I linked the black one, but $389 for the PX8 is pretty wild. The PX8, it's a bit of a polarizing sound profile, honestly. It's a headphone that I didn't like at first, but now I like, and it's a great headphone. Like, this is a good product, and it used to cost $700 if you look at this list price. So for $389, that is pretty insane for the PX8, which I do recommend. I do like the PX8. I have this black colorway right here. It's clean, it's classy. All right, so again, it's a little past midnight now, and I'm pretty tired, but I just want to get this video out in time just to make sure that you were aware of these deals if you are shopping for headphones, which pretty much everyone watching this channel is interested in. And I just hope I could save you a little bit of money. If you want to support us, you can use the links either on the website or in the video description, and that's going to help support the channel, help us to invest into more headphones, which, by the way, the Nothing Headphone 1 have already been ordered. It is July 8th when I am recording this, and they're shipping out July 15th. That's like the earliest they ship out. So any videos you watch right now probably is a free pair sent to, the influencers and the reviewers and whatnot. So my pair is going to be like an average person bought them, like I always do, like I did with the XM6, which was, the first viral video on the channel. But anyways, hope you enjoy this. Leave comments again if you find better deals and share it with us. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button as well and subscribe for more video content on the way soon.